So people complain about the sport of boxing, how the big fights don't get made. And the big fights don't get made because boxing is about matchmaking. Primarily, it's about matchmaking. That's why all these guys are undefeated, because their careers have been handled with, kid gloves. Their careers have been handled very carefully to ensure that they always win and they always look good. So you have a guy like George Kambosos, who was able to slip through the cracks thanks to Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo, a man who gets out there and loses regularly, but usually he gets the decision. So the excuse when he went up against Kambosos was his lung collapse. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. They said the medical report said it collapsed, so he loses. Okay, cool. Fights Sandor Martin, gets dropped, I believe, twice. Fights old boy that fought Jermaine Ortiz. He fights Jermaine Ortiz. I believe he lost that fight. He got a decision. But that's, besides the point. The point of this video is to show you, after Kambosos beats Teofimo, which was, kind of fluke, he goes on to get all of these opportunities. All of these opportunities. You know why? Because the boxing world looked at him as food. He was the perfect opponent. He was a good little hoe. Somebody that everybody could hit that. Everybody could hit it good. And they basically was just slutting him out because they knew he wasn't dangerous to the real champions. He wasn't dangerous to the main characters in the sport of boxing. So he beats Teo, right? Makes history in Australia. Does something that nobody believed he could do. Then he gets 2 fights with Devin Haney. Of course, he holds most of the belts at this time, so that actually makes sense. But after that, he gets fights with Lomachenko and Richardson Hitchens. This is a Lomachenko, right, who Shakur couldn't get a fight with. He got 2 fights with Devin Haney. Of course, he earned it by beating Teo, but how did he even get the Teo fight? He was a cherry pick gone wrong. He was a cherry pick gone wrong, but he gets 2 fights with Haney. Devin can't get Shakur in the ring, but he got in there twice with Kambosos. Say Lomachenko wouldn't fight Shakur. We didn't get Tank and Lomachenko, but we got Kambosos and Lomachenko. And Richardson Hitchens hasn't fought no damn body. Hitchens ducked Matias, but he didn't duck that damn Kambosos, because Kambosos is the perfect opponent. He's somebody that's going to show up, make it look competitive, get beat on. So you could pass him all around town. He's going. That's what they say about 304s in the street. They going. George Kambosos is going. He's going to show up. He's not going to show out. And you're just going to go to town on him. No diddy. And everybody wins. He gets a big check to show up and lose. You get a decent little name on your resume because he did beat Teo in some fluke way. And everybody just moves on. No danger for the opposition. No danger for the real champions. And that's what boxing is about. Matchmaking. Careful matchmaking. It's not really about the best fighting the best. When the best fight the best, you know what happens? Careers get shortened. But y'all let me know what y'all think.